Ventured out of the ryokan this morning. Nicole got up, she went to the public bath, and I just chilled in the room and cleaned in the room, had a shower in the room, and then we went down to breakfast. Breakfast had a pot on a flame with like a beef and potato sort of soup stew, which was really good and really warming to start the day. And various odds and ends, some omelette, and also a really good piece of salmon, which was way too small. I could have eaten 5 of those, but it was really tasty. And we've just come up these stairs, a lot of stairs. I'm slightly winded. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I like that the shrine is right next door to our ryokan. So literally we got out the ryokan and started up the shrine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, when you're walking up towards the ryokan from the bus terminal, and you get to a certain point, you go right and you take the stairs up to the ryokan, or you just go left and take the stairs up to the shrine. So that's pretty awesome. It's a bit of a complex here. There's a few buildings as part of this shrine complex. We're just going up to look at the first one, which is Yakushi Shrine. There's some more stairs. So we came up right there at the stone torii, and there's some more stairs across the street going up to the main shrine, and this is just a smaller shrine off the street here. That's interesting. So this shrine originally, or still does, but back in feudal Japan when Buddhism and Shintoism were being combined, there was a Buddha statue enshrined here at this smaller shrine. And then during the Meiji Restoration, when there was an effort to separate the two again, the Buddha was moved. But it doesn't look like it was long before it was re-enshrined back here.
Really old, from the 1100s.
Wow.
1300s.
Yeah, there's a picture of it from the Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333. So people pray at this shrine for good fortune in raising children, healing sickness, and to ward off senility.
It's too late for you, Michael.
Ho ho ho. So we can continue up over these steps and go up to the main shrine. As you can see, it's raining a little bit out today. This morning when we were back in the room after breakfast, it was actually pouring quite a lot. It's just sort of spitting now. And it's misty out. The views are not so hot today as they were yesterday. But it's very, I think we say this often at shrines, there's always some atmospheric elements to visiting the shrines, and today it's this sort of misty rain. It's giving everything a nice sheen from being wet. It's a very serene little complex here up on the mountain. This looks like
looks very modern.
Yeah. Let's find out about the main shrine here. This modern looking shrine is Sukawa Onsen Shrine.
People come here praying for luck in finding a romantic partner, success in school, and success in business.
Now, you don't need to pray for that one thing. You found one. So we walked past the shrine complex a little bit into an area where there are a couple ropeways. So there's this one here, which goes down to this building, Zao Base Center Jupier. And then there's the Zao Sky Cable ropeway, which I don't see any cars on. Looks like there's 3 ropeways right in a bunch right here. So there's another little station here. with its own ropeway, it looks like. So this must be a ski hill. I wonder if this is a ski hill in the winter. And that's why these ropeways are here. It looks like a little bunny hill type of practice or learning slope. And then that's the Zao City or Zao Sky cable. It takes you much more up into the mountains. And you can't really see the mountains today, unfortunately, because of all this fog rolling in. It's actually getting denser, which is making me doubt our plans for today. So we were going to go for a hike up one of the mountains really close by. There's a whole bunch of hiking trails here. So yeah, yesterday we were saying that we think that this is mostly a ski resort, more so than an onsen resort. So I did a bit of digging last night on the internet, and that totally is what it is. It's a huge ski complex. And so it seems like from what we've read and whatnot that it's quite quiet in the off season, and like super happening in winter when they have all the ski runs and snow and whatnot going on. And this area is very famous for what they call snow monsters, the Zao snow monsters, which are when the trees get encrusted with snow and ice from the wind. And like from the pictures we saw, they look incredible. Like you can't see any tree. They're completely encased in snow and ice, and they bend the trees and they go in weird shapes, and that's where they get the monster name from. And they do a bunch of festivals around the snow monsters in the winter. So I think winter is the time to come here, obviously. But they do have a lot of hiking trails. So there's a lot of hiking trails in and around the mountains. You can hike all the way up to the crater, and there's even a few huts up there that you can sleep in. Like nothing, you don't have to pay us. There's nothing in them. But you can sleep overnight and then get up early and continue hiking. And it sounds like up in the mountains, those trails are closed, or they're not really. You need snowshoes, or maybe you're getting to that point, because yesterday, like we said, the lady at the tourist information told us that it's not good to go right now, or she basically just said no. So there was no point in going up there. So I think we're in this very unfortunate mid-season period where it's too early to go skiing and all the snow, and it's a bit late to be enjoying all the hiking. But we were going to try and take a hike that starts, there's a trail that starts from right about here, like right about where we are, and it goes up a mountain. I forget what the name of it is, but I don't know if it's worth it. If we can't, the views are not going to be anything worth riding home about with all this fog. And I don't know if we're supposed to be where we are. I'm just following Nicole, who's oblivious to rules, and she's walking up this path winding up in between the ropeways, and there's a guy down there staring at us, and he's been watching us for quite a while walking up here, so it makes me think we shouldn't be up here. So maybe we should go back down. We're still walking up this path. Nicole disagreed with me and thought we were fine, so maybe we are, because she points out it does look like a pathway to get to all these restaurants and hotels, and that guy seems to have stopped staring, and says the guy just drove up past us. Another car is coming, and he didn't seem that too concerned, so we'll see what this car does. But we probably should get off the road, because they definitely don't want to stop on it. And yeah, most of these places look like they're closed. I wonder what percentage of these hotels don't run in the summer. It's a very odd spot, eh?
Yeah,
it's very odd. It seems like it's, I don't know, closed for business. Could be. And I thought that the big cable car or a ropeway would be running, but it doesn't see. I haven't seen that car go by yet, unless.
Yes, there's clearly people are living in these rooms. Someone's enjoying the paper and reading.
True.
Drinking coffee.
So it's a hotel. Okay, let's continue getting off the road because another car is coming. So we've walked up from about down here where the shrine was, way down there. That ropeway that we were walking under ends here at this station here. So I'm guessing this is a ski hill, because it looks like you get off here and then you ski down this ramp over to the hill. But from this angle it looks rather dire. But as we got higher here, this angle is starting to look better. It looks like all this fog that's blowing up the mountain is finally ending. We are still going up this hill, and we're going to see how high we can go on this path and what the views look like from up there, now that it looks like there might be a view. And we're wondering what this building is, and we're thinking it's probably like an observation point for people working here, maybe, because they can watch this hill coming down. Not sure. It's kind of neat to be here and see all this stuff before the season kicks up, and it'd be even neater to come back when the season's at its high point and sort of see how everything looks and how it all comes together. So we've gone a bit farther up that steep part of this climb, and it does feel like we're just hiking in the ski resort, like the ski slopes, and that must be like a maintenance access road that we're walking on. But we've come to a spot here which has this hut, which I'm not quite sure what it is yet. I have to go catch up to Nicole and see what we see over there. But right here there's a sign. It says Ohira Course. It's pointing to the left where we were walking up, and another one pointing to the other slope that we've come to. So that's more evidence to me that we're in the ski slopes. We're hiking in the ski slopes, and this is neat. There's a statue here, and it looks like people have put stones on it, like we saw on some of the stone lanterns at Yamadera. I wonder what the significance of the stones is. I'll have to look that up. And also who this is. There's a car coming down this access road, and there's some speakers, and these are like water faucets, which I'm guessing, we've seen them at various points along the walk up. I'm guessing that's for snow making, but I don't know. I don't know anything about ski resorts. That's pretty awesome. Pretty cool to be up here. Like I said earlier, it feels like we're, what do they call that? Like, not urban explorers, or I don't know, there's a term for people who go to places that are abandoned. This is not in that same vein exactly, because they go to places that are completely abandoned and never to be visited again. But this is just temporarily abandoned, sort of, minus the car that drove by. What is this? Oh, it's part of the... There's another lift, there's another ropeway, cables back there to the right of the building. And it is as foggy as it looks on video, which I guess makes not great footage. And I'm looking back down. If it was clear, this would be an amazing vantage point. There's something off to the distance, and then right at the base of the slope you can see some buildings in the fog, and I think those were those hotels where we had just started our walk up, and I was wondering if they were closed or not, and Nicole noticed somebody having breakfast. Yeah, this is another chairlift. And I can't see Nicole, she's off in the fog, so I'm gonna go catch up to her. There's Nicole at the edge of where I can see into the fog. And this is the top, I think this is the top of that bigger ropeway that I was pointing at down at the very bottom. And this is kind of neat. This netting running across these trees here is quite high up off the ground. And I was wondering, like, what good is that going to do? But now I'm realizing that the snow probably goes up that deep. And so when it's snowy up here, the base of that netting is probably close to the base, like the ground, the snow. And the view is poking through again. And the sun is trying to come through right now. First traces of snow beside this cable car station, and it is turning. The cables are moving. You can see the wheel underneath is moving. And Nicole has disappeared again. And maybe that station wasn't actually the one I thought was at the base, because there were some cables coming up right beside it that go down. So I think the big ropeway station at the bottom is probably still going up, still feeding these cables here. And the sun has broken through. We've got some clear skies and the view out into the valley. There's the view. And this path is still going up. So we're gonna keep going, see how far we can get. The sun is continuing to burn off the fog. And we're continuing to go up. And I think these cables here, which I think was at the big station at the bottom, are finally terminating at this building up here. But it's crazy, you can see some chairlifts going up over the peak of this hill here. And just in the fog, it was clear a second ago. There's another, looks like another building where a ropeway or cable car terminates. But that one looks like, it's hard to tell from here if it stops there at the peak or if it keeps going over the peak to somewhere else. But it's flattened out a lot here. It looks like it's going up more there again, but it seems like we might be nearing the top because it doesn't feel as steep. My heart doesn't feel like it's going to explode.
No. Beautiful over there.
It is.
The view is really nice. And it's not cold at all.
I'm cold.
It's boiling. You gotta cook a chicken in here.
Alright, let's keep going. Let's see how high we can get.
Okay.
The first actual car we've seen coming down. This just happened. Nicole noticed it 5 seconds after I ended the last clip. And the station is coming out of the fog a bit there. So we made it up to the top. There's probably more There's probably more to go if we want to somehow. I'm gonna look at the map and see if I can figure out where we are exactly. But it's really neat up here. So we came up this pathway here into this open area, and just as we were getting up to the top, a 4x4 passed us on that road, that little road. And there's more roads, it looks like. There's a shrine up here. There's some awesome views down this side of the mountain. And snow grooming machinery. And we did make it to the top of that cable car that was down at the bottom, Zao Sky Cable. And so we came in here, I was standing right here, you can see my footprints, to just sort of get out of the wind and warm up a little bit. And a guy came in, or there was a guy here who just came out from inside the ropeway or cable car, machinery area where you're not allowed to go, and he seemed quite puzzled to see us. But he was very friendly, and we asked him, is it open? And he said open, and so we came in. And Japan being Japan is not letting us down. I was saying to Nicole, man, I can't believe we didn't bring water up with us at least. Oh, that's the sensor activated voice welcoming me in. And yeah, I was saying to Nicole, like, I can't believe we didn't even bring at least water. We have no food or water, and I'm getting a bit hungry, whatever. And of course, Japan did not let us down. There's a slew of vending machines in here.
Hot chocolate, please.
Yeah, there's hot beverages, cold beverages. Something I've never seen before is this blendy espresso bar. Instant noodle, like cup of noodle vending machine. You can get some beer and more drinks.
Washrooms.
Yeah, there's washrooms, probably use those. But yeah, we're gonna take a little break here, and I'm gonna check out the map and see if I can figure out where we are and if there's anywhere else to go, or if we would start heading back down. You're gonna get hot chocolate?
Heidi wants hot chocolate.
Alright. Alright, where did you want hot chocolate?
Heidi wants hot chocolate.
Alright, so let's see. I think once you put enough money in, all the ones you can afford will light up. So if I put in 120, those two should light up. But these, 110, you can get water.
Hot chocolate.
120, we can also afford this thing.
No, I don't want, I want mystery
There's
C.
lemon and bees and all kinds of good stuff in there.
No mystery C.
Right. So 130, the whole board.
Whoa,
oh, look at these are
we're
expensive.
rich. Oh no, we're not rich.
So hot chocolate.
Is it hot?
It's warm.
Oh.
It's not like in the convenience store. When I get one, I can't even hold it with my bare hands.
Let's see. Well, it still feels good right now against my cold hands.
I think I'm gonna get a boss.
Okay, I got my drink. No more filming here. Actually, it's hot. I can't continue holding it.
I'm gonna
Put it down.
I'm gonna get this one. It's the cafe au lait again in the bottle as opposed to the can, because this looks bigger.
Get the bigger one, so you can pee all over the mountain. It hasn't lit up yet. Oh yes, it has.
That's interesting. It lit up red.
Because it's hot.
But that one didn't do that, did it?
I think
they
it
were
did.
all just green.
Maybe.
And I wonder what this means. It's sold out. Alright.
Very hot?
It's not very hot, but it's, you know.
That can was hot.
It's
I couldn't
warmer
hold
than
it.
out there.
Okay, you take this back.
Alright, weak arm. There's nothing like a warm Boss beverage after hiking up in the cold. It's really hitting the spot. How's yours?
This is surprisingly yummy. I guess because it's so windy and cold up here that this hot little can is very toasty. And look what it says. It says, please taste the best balance of abundant cocoa beans and mellow milk. How can you go wrong with that?
And we're sitting here beside this window here, looking into the wheel that's driving the cable. And there's a bunch of cars down there, cable cars. And just checking out the map here. It's not as detailed as I was hoping, but here's the bus terminal where we were yesterday, and our onsen's about here, and the shrine we were looking at earlier is here. And so this cable car that I keep talking about starts down here and goes up to here, and this is where we are right now. And there's the shrine that's up here. And so we must have just sort of kind of came up here to this station here, and we could possibly continue on if we want. Like whatever we were on is not on here, so it's clearly not a trekking road as they call it. But it might be interesting to just go a little bit farther and see what this pond is. But over here, in the station itself, where you go to get the actual cable car, I guess, we'll go down there and check it out. They have a map here. And so we're here. And this was the ski run, I think, that we were walking up. And it looks like, I don't know if this is a ropeway. I'm not sure what this means. I'll have to Google Translate that. So this is clearly a ropeway. Maybe this is a chairlift. I didn't notice that outside yet. And here is this other ropeway station. I think the one we saw when we were walking up, where we actually saw cars going up and down. And then, wow, there's one way up there. And there's a bunch of restaurants at these various spots. So here is the pond I think I pointed out on the paper map. And there's some kind of hut there with a restaurant that serves curry rice and pork cutlet. But I'm guessing that this says it's closed. I Google translated it, it didn't say closed, but it didn't make sense what it said. We have no idea when we'll see the next vending machine, so we figure we better stock up now. Kind of just kidding. We're going to try the instant noodles, but that machine doesn't take bills, and I don't have enough coins for that anymore. But all these other ones do take bills, so we're getting another drink to get change to get instant noodles. And Nicole wants to get a green tea. So I'm going to put this 1,000 yen note into the machine. So this is the equivalent of about $12.50 now, Canadian. So this goes in here.
Ooh, everything lights up. And we can get anything we want.
Well, we'll get this. And then we got a bunch of change. The 500 yen, some 100 yens, and some 10 yens. So we need two 100s for the instant noodles. There was these flavors, which we have no idea.
Sure we do. I think that
one. Well, you said this one was black pork, right?
I believe.
Where does it say black pork? That little symbol there?
That's
or
black.
This?
The little symbol, I believe, is black. And I believe the bigger symbol is pork. And then that one is don don noodle, so it's peanut and spicy.
Oh, let's try that one.
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Or do you want to try that one? I guess we can get this probably anywhere, right?
Yes.
So let's just get this one since we're only getting one and you don't like cabbage and whatnot. So we put our money in here. And look, we didn't even have that option, it doesn't look like. So we'll get the one that we want, luckily. And it drops down in the bottom here. So there's our instant noodle pouch. Or pouch.
Bucket?
Bucket. Now we want to open it up. And there's the black pork, high quality.
What do you want? It's 200 yen.
Yeah.
And we're probably paying a premium because we're on top of a mountain.
Yeah, someone had to bring it up here. So that's about 250 Canadian. So now we put this in here. Close it and press this for hot water.
Uh-oh, I can't see now.
I think that's enough.
Mm-hmm. Gee, what about utensils? What do we do then? What should we eat with?
Oh, I think we'll use chopsticks.
Chopsticks?
Yes.
Oh, Japan, you're awesome.
Just grab 2 chopsticks. And we'll weigh down the lid with the chopsticks and we'll wait I don't know, 5 minutes?
3 minutes probably.
3 minutes? It's been 3 minutes. We're both ready to dig into these gourmet instant noodles. Let's go over to the table and see how they turned out. Okay, you start. Let's see. Whoa, they expanded.
Ow.
Don't stab yourself with chopsticks.
Oh, epic fail.
That is an epic fail.
Epic fail.
I'm gonna break my own.
You don't trust me?
Well, I've seen what you've done to them.
Okay, no cabbage, that's a good sign.
Good. I just ripped the lid right off.
I can smell the chemicals and processed
Amazing.
powder.
That's what you need up here.
Curry.
Oh yeah?
Curry? I don't know what's supposed to be curry, but I'm definitely tasting curry.
It has a bit of a yellowy tinge to it.
I'm gonna try this pork. Actually,
It came back pretty good.
yeah. The pork really tastes like pork.
That's
Yeah,
good.
actually,
It must be
it's
pork.
real
Just
pork, yeah.
freeze-dried pork.
That's it.
Or dehydrated pork, freeze-dried, something. We'll learn it. We'll learn about that in Osaka.
It's good. It's not as good as the where was it last time we had instant noodles?
In
in Kakunadate,
yeah.
we had that weird fish deep fried vegetable patty.
Yeah.
That one was better. But this one, I really do like the freeze dried pork. I'm gonna have another piece before we go. Wanna have a go?
Sure. I don't know. I might need to break my own chopsticks.
What are you saying?
Let's see
How
Let's
insulting.
see if I have a better luck. And I'm gonna try not to stab myself. Okay.
Look at you. This is pathetic.
Better.
I didn't take 5 minutes to break mine apart.
But the pressure was on.
Pathetic.
Alright, let's throw these pieces of garbage away.
How insulting. Why, I've never.
Yeah, there's definitely some curry hints in that, in the soup base. Let me see, I think I found some pork.
Lift it
Wow,
up.
you left me a huge piece of pork. Yeah, it did come back pretty good. Very good. All right, let's polish this off and then see what's up. Because as we've been sitting here enjoying ourselves, the weather has turned quite a bit. I don't see any blue. There's a lot of wind and there's a lot of fog. But I don't know.
We have been enjoying ourselves in this little hut.
Yeah, and we haven't even gone downstairs yet to check it out. I can see the problem that we're going to develop with these stamps, and that is that they show up in the places we don't expect. And they have a stamp in this cable car station that we were eating upstairs. So we're downstairs now in the cable car station, and there's a room where they sell tickets and whatnot. And there's a stamping station here. And we asked the guy for some paper. There's two gentlemen working up here, and there was the one that saw us upstairs and seemed really confused, like where the hell did these guys come from? And there's some other guy in there working, which is like boggles my mind. They're running these things, and I haven't seen anybody use anything here. I haven't seen a soul other than the people working here, and I'm assuming that the cars that we saw a car going down that we got on film earlier, and then moments after a car went up. I'm assuming people are going up and down, but I don't know. But anyways, we asked him for some paper, and he gave us these amazing pamphlets or booklets, and you can go around and stamp. I guess at each station is a different stamp. So we stamped to this guy. I did a decent job I did a bad job on both. This is the better one. But anyways, yeah, I can see a problem with this because I never have my book with me. We decided to start collecting the stamps, and I was going to put them in my moleskin where I make notes about what we do each day, so I can remember down the road with my bad memory. And I think I've had it maybe once or twice, and we've seen lots of stamps, so I'm going to have lots of pieces of paper taped into my book. But you can get obsessive about this, I guess, wanting to collect all the stamps. So maybe it was a bad idea that we started doing it. This is a pretty neat little station down here. So there's the stairs we came down, and there's Nicole went into the washroom there. There's like places here to put your skis. And then here's the ticket office. You can buy a ticket. It's about 10 bucks one way, which seems pretty pricey. That seems really pricey to me, but I don't know. And then there's the station. And then you can go through here and get on a car. Take the cable car down. But I was just noticing it's basically $10 one way, which seems kind of pricey to me.
Maybe you can get a pass during
ski season? Yeah, I'm sure you buy a slope ticket or whatever they call it, and you can just use it unlimited for the whole day. But why would they make it so expensive for one ride? I don't know.
To discourage people from going only once, they want you to stay here the whole time and spend all your money in Zao. That's a fact.
All right, so we've both gone to the washroom.
Yes.
We're full from our instant noodle.
Yes.
All that MSG.
The MSG bucket was great, but I don't think we need to discuss our business with the internet.
Okay, so we're gonna head outside and see how badly the weather has turned, and whether we're gonna go down or we're gonna continue going, and whether we're gonna be spending 10 bucks each to take the ropeway down.
Heidi would take the ropeway, and Heidi would keep going.
Neither one of us are Swiss. And you're clearly nowhere near Swiss. I could maybe pass, but you can't.
We'll see you later.
Took a few steps out of the shelter, and the wind is really howling. I think he might be coming to talk to us.